Hello live wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Today we're making a super cool double knot bracelet and ring using artistic wire. So without further ado, let's get wired. For the bracelet, I'm using 15 inches of 18 gauge artistic copper wire. I will crisscross the wires and I want to make a knot in the center of the wire. So hold one end and then stick the other end through the loop and start pulling at the knot. We want to get it centered, so it's a little bit tricky. You might have to help it out with your thumb to get it towards the center. Take both ends with flat pliers and pull them apart, making sure your knot stays somewhat centered. Cut your wires a little longer if you're worried about getting that not too centered, and continue to pull until it's the size you want. You can hold it with the nylon jaw pliers closer to the knot to have more control and pull it a little bit tighter without scratching the wire. I'm using the inner nylon jaw pliers to pull the wire straight. Now we want to put a second wire the same length through the knot, and we are going to tie a knot with the second wire. So center it and then take the ends to create your simple knot. Put one end through the loop, and we want to start making that knot a little smaller by hand, making sure that it is centered as best as you can. Now take both ends with the flat pliers and pull, making sure that it stays in the center. Go a little closer to the knot. Hold the wires with the nylon jaw pliers and tug until both knots are the same size. Now we're going to straighten out those wires before we do our twist. So pulling them with the nylon jaw pliers. You can use a soft cloth if you don't have the nylon jaw pliers, and do the same on the other side. Now we will line up the knots so they are one above the other. Give them a little press with the nylon jaw pliers, and we want to crisscross those wires so we can make a twist. I'm going to put the bottom one above the top one. It's just easier for me to twist, and we are going to hold them at an even angle and twist the wires, making sure you hold the knot firmly with the nylon jaw pliers, and continue our twist until it's the size that you need. Now we're going to flip it around, hold the knot with the nylon jaw pliers, crisscross the wires again, making sure you hold it firmly, keeping the wires out at an even angle, and twist. We're going to measure. It was about 3.5 inches. It ended up being a little long and I trimmed it back, so it'll depend on your wrist size. I have pretty tiny wrists. We're holding the end and bringing one of the wires around so we can clip it flush. Now clip one of the wires, and then the same on the other side with your flush cutters, and pinch in that little pokey end so it won't be scratchy. Now we'll straighten out the wire with the nylon jaw pliers and clip it to about 1/2 inch. Take your round nose pliers to form a simple loop. You can make a wrapped loop if you want it a little bit more secure. This is just a simple loop. You could press it and even hammer it a bit if you want to. I've done a loop on both sides. We'll straighten out the band, and I am going to hammer it a bit. This will work, harden it. This is the nylon hammer, so I did an initial tapping with the nylon hammer, and then I went in with my chasing hammer. Just be careful not to tap it too hard because you don't want the wires to break. But this will give it a nice little finished effect with the chasing hammer. Bring it around your bracelet mandrel, or if you prefer, just use a large pill bottle or a round form. This one I found it was a little bit large, so I will do a little adjustment at the end, but you can go ahead and hammer it on your bracelet mandrel to get the shape a little more fixed, and it would just slip on like that as a simple bangle. But if you want to do a hook, I undid the loop and I straightened it out a little bit. I made the bracelet a little bit smaller, and then I trimmed off that little sharp end. I went in with my precision round nose pliers to do a tiny little loop to finish the end. Pinch it in a little bit so it's even smaller. Give it a little press and get your round nose pliers to make a hook. So I just bent it back into a hook and bent it in a little bit so it's going to be easier to hook into the loop. Just adjust it in towards the middle. And then I tried to hook it on, but I realized you have to also bend the loop in a little bit so it's easier to hook on. So once that's done, it easily hooks in there. You could put a different kind of clasp if you prefer. It just hooks onto the wrist. Here's a close-up of the hook, and you can see the double knot in the bracelet here. Now we're going to do a quick ring, same idea, but we're going to use 20 gauge artistic copper wire, which is easier to work with than the 18 gauge. With about 8 inches, we're going to make a knot in the center as we did before, and then get your flat pliers to pull the knot a little bit tighter. Straighten your wires with the nylon jaw pliers. Get another 8-inch piece of wire and put it through the knot. We want to make another knot centered with that second wire. Crisscross the wires and bring the end through the loop to make your basic knot. Tighten it with your fingers, and then we are going to hold the ends with our flat nose pliers so we can pull it to be the same size as the other one. Give it a pinch with the nylon jaw pliers, crisscross the wires as we did before. We want to keep them out at an equal angle and twist. We won't need too much for this for the ring, about 1 inch, a little bit more will be fine. You can test it on the ring mandrel after to be sure. Crisscross those wires, keep them out at an even angle. Do the twist, bring it around a ring mandrel. I'm making it about a size 7, so I had to pull it back a little bit till it was about 1 inch. We want to finish one end as we did with the bracelet, just bring it right around and clip it flush. We want the end to sit in flush so it won't be scratchy. Put it back on the ring mandrel and bring the twisted wires around to the back. Crisscross them at the back, and we are going to bend one wire out and twist the other one around. Clip both of those ends flush to make a little knot at the back of the ring. Get your nylon jaw pliers to push it in so it's nice and flat and it won't be scratchy. Put it back on the ring mandrel to round it out. And there's your beautiful double knot ring with the twisted band. And now it's time for today's featured live wire. Today's featured live wire is Carlene. Thank you, Carlene, for your wonderful participation in the 10-day scrap wire earring making challenge and for your wonderful participation in the 10-day bracelets to make, gift, and sell challenge. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making tutorials. Check out my templates and ebooks in my Etsy DIY shop. You can use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25% on any 5 templates, tutorials, and ebooks. You can share photos of your wire art and wire jewelry in the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. check out my weekly live streams on the Wire Lady TV YouTube channel, where I troubleshoot new designs for wire art and wire jewelry Wednesdays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks again for watching the video. Happy wiring, and we'll see you the next time.